I just want to just quickly go through the quiz for you. I'm going to do each question and explain how they work, and hopefully that'll prep you up for the quiz. But basically, it's just about graphing, okay? All right, when we look at the first one, let's do a little bit of highlighting here. I see the 2 there. I see this, let me try different colors here. I see this part. And then I see also this guy. When I see those 3 pieces, the 2 expands it, so I know there's that there. The -4 moves it to the right, so I know I need an F there. And I know that the +1 moves it up, so those would be the 3 letters that would be used there. Let's try that again. There's a -1/2, there is a +7, and there's a -4. So the -1/2 will reflect things. So let's pick E. The 1/2 will contract things. Let's pick G. The x plus 7 goes left, so there's a B. And the -4 goes down, so there's a D there. Now the next one is a little trickier. It's in standard form. So we need to do the negative of B, which is the negative of -8, over 2 times A. So I get 8 over 2, and I get 4. Now that's what that is that's the x of the vertex. So I'm going to plug that in and solve for the y's. Oh, I'm going to put in the 4 squared minus 8 times 4 plus 15. And I get 16 minus 32 plus 15, I think, gives me -1. So my vertex is at 4, -1. And also, the A value is just a 1 there, so it's the parent size. So if you are 4 here, then you definitely went to the right, so you have an A value. If you have a -1, you went down 1, so that would be a D value. And because of the value over here, there is a 1. It's a parent function, didn't get reflected, didn't get contracted, and so on. So let me erase a little bit of that now. So A and D, I think, are our only answers there. Let me clear out some of our stuff here. So A and D are, oops, let me get rid of some more here. Let me put back the D there that was there. Okay. And this last guy, the minus or negative of B, which is the negative of 12 over 2 times A. So I get -12 over 4, so I get -3. Let's plug in -3 now and get our answer for the y part. 12 times -3 plus 10. So this first bit I get 9 times 2 is 18, minus 36 plus 10. So I get 28 minus 36. So it looks like I get -6. So our vertex is -3 and -6. We have to keep in track that the A value is a 2. So let's solve this now. The -3 here means left 3, that's a B. The -6 here means down 6, that's a D. And this 2 that's over here means we got expanded, so that would be an F. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward. When you deal with this business of standard form, then you have to use the minus b over 2a to get your vertex, right? You got to solve for your vertex, and it helps you to know where things went. Let's look at the next question. All right, in question 2's case, let's find that vertex right off the bat. 1 - 1, 2, 3, 4, -4, and 4. So that tells me that at least I'm going to have x plus 4 all squared plus 4. Now the next thing I need to check is, does this follow the pattern of 1 over 1 up? And if I look at that, it doesn't. I notice or 2 over 4, right? 2 over 4. Now if I go 2 over, it's hard for me to show, and up, it goes 2 over and 1. It should go 2 over and 4. So how did it get reduced? It is exactly a fourth of its normal shape, and it's upside down. So that's how I know this. Again, how did I arrive at that? Normally, the parent function is 2 over, it's 2 over and 4. Well, if you'll notice, in this case, it goes 2 over and 1. So things have been contracted. Normally, it's a fourth, and so or a 4 value, and now it's back at the 1, so it's been contracted 1/4 the size. The axis of symmetry is the same as the x value. The vertex is at -4 and 4. It is a maximum because it comes to the very top. Let's see, at -2, I've made too much of a mess to be able to see what it is at -2. It looks like it is at 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. No, it's saying here's where we're at. I see. So when is the function there at -2? Well, at 2 is one of the times, and the other time looks like at -8. So here at 2 and here at -8. When's it at 0? It's at 0 at 1, and it's at 0 at, looks like, -7. So again, we're just using a vertex, and we're using the vertex to help us here. This is our parent function adjustments. Axis of symmetry is always, let me draw in that axis of symmetry. Again, it's going to split it down the middle. And then this is this idea of what's our function doing at -2 or at 0. Let's look at the next one. All right, to find the vertex, I'm going to do the minus negative of b over 2 times a. I get -3, so I know the vertex is at -3. I know my axis of symmetry is at -3. I know my vertex here. Now I'm going to plug in -3, -3 squared plus 6 times -3 plus 5, 9 minus 18 plus 5, looks like a -4 value. So we are at -4. So -3, -4, this is tough with the stylus, but it's somewhere down here. Our axis of symmetry looks like this. And then we can just plug in some numbers. Again, part of what I taught you is our parent function. It has the same shape as the parent function. So 1 over 1 up is going to put us here at -3. 2 over 4 up is going to put us at 0. There's our two intercepts at -1 and 0, -5 and 0. And again, our graph would look like this. So I got my intercepts right here. Those are the intercepts. How did I know kind of how to graph this? Again, once you have your vertex, 1 over 1 up. If it's the parent function, 1 over 1 up. 2 over 4 up. Again, this is your 2 over 4 up. This is your parabola right there. Pretty straightforward. Let's do one last one. This last little bit's pretty easy. If they give you the vertex, which they do give you the vertex, and you also need to know the a value, so in this case it's 1. So let me mark out the vertice, and let's mark out our a value, the vertex, and our a value. So let's show you how to do this quite easily. So if we're solving a here, our a value is 1. It's x minus 3, so it would be x plus 3 all squared minus 4. There would be your first answer. B also has a value of 1 for its a value. It went to the right 5, so it looked like this, and it didn't go up and down. C has an a value of -1/2. It went to the right, so we write that like this, and it went up, it writes it this like this. So again, nice thing about this, again, is you get your A value from the A value in the, you know, right here, or right here, or right here. You get your A value. And then the rest is just right and left and up and down. Should be pretty simple. Good luck tomorrow.